So today I have 3 tips for you on how to be remembered as an HR consultant, because you want to be remembered. You don't want to blend into a background of loads of generic HR consultants. You want to stand out and be remembered by people you meet. So here are 3 easy tips to do that. Tip number 1 is use the same photo. If you're on multiple social media platforms, you might be on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter and Instagram, wherever else you're on, try and use the same photo for each of them, because then people become familiar with your photo, they see it popping up on their feeds, and they're more likely to remember you. And try not to change the photo too often either. Sometimes it needs updating, obviously, that's fine, but try not to do that too often, because people become familiar with the photo and that helps you be remembered. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is listen when you meet people. People remember people who listen to them, so pay attention with what someone's saying to you, even if it's a bit boring. Pay attention to what they're saying, engage with what they're saying, and then follow up and show that you've listened to what they've said to you and remembered it. People will remember people who they feel have listened to them and heard what they've said. And the third tip is to be of value to that person as soon as possible. Now, being of value to someone you've just met, a contact you've just met, isn't giving loads of free advice, because you value yourself and the advice you give and your expertise and all those sorts of things. So it's not about giving away loads of free advice, but it's just being helpful. So it might be a little bit of free advice, it might be a view on something, it might be a cheaper car park that you know about that's helpful to them, it might be connecting them with someone else you know, but just a little bit of value, adding that as quickly as possible, again, will make people remember you. So yeah, they're my 3 tips to be remembered as an HR consultant, and if you would like more tips from me about how to do this really well, then do get in touch.